Okay, we're on the On Your Own. These can be found between page 94 and all the way to 96. So make sure you are following along either on your book or on your what you found on the online math book that I have assigned. You do need paper to show your work because there's lots of work to be shown here. So there are 12 miles of hiking trails in the state park. Each trail is rated for difficulty. 3/8 of the trails are rated easy, 1/6 are rated moderate, 1/4 are rated hard, and 5/24 are rated difficult. What fractions of trails are rated easy or moderate? So easy's right here, moderate's right here. So we are going to be adding those two together. And our hints pretty much say that kind of thing right there. That's not helping. Okay, so I'm going to take 3/8. I'm going to add it to 1/6 because 3/8 easy, 1/6 moderate. I'm going to make them be 24. So times by 3, which is 9/24, times by 4, which is 4/24. When I add these together, 9 plus 4 is 13, so I get 13/24. There we go. So we're done with the first one. Let's go to the second one. Terry peeled 2 1/6 pounds of potatoes for stew. How many more pounds of potatoes does she need to peel? So she peels 3 3/4 pounds. So she wants a total of 3 3/4, and she wants to know the difference. So we're going to subtract it by 2 1/6. Common denominator is going to be 12, so we're going to multiply. And that changes to 9/12. I'm going to multiply this one by 2 so we can get 12. So I get 2 2/12. 2 minus 3 is 1. 9 minus 2 is 7, so I get 1 7/12. Remember, they do have hints here if you need to use those. What operation could you use to solve this problem? We used, if you look right over here, we used subtraction. Next. Agatha drives 73.5 miles through 2 towns in 2 1/3 hours. What is her speed in miles per hour? The word per means we're going to be dividing. So I have 73.5 divided by 2 1/3. Our hints say divide. It actually tells you to divide on the hint. So 73 times 2 is 146 plus 1 is 145 over 2. Division changes to multiplication. We get 6, 7. Remember, I write my improper fraction up, so then I remember to flip it. When I multiply these across, 73 times 2 is 146, and we get 147. Ooh, good thing I checked that before I multiplied. 147 times 3 is 441. 2 times 7 is 14. That is a mixed number. I need to change that, or that's an improper fraction. I need to change that to a mixed number. 14 times 3 is 42. I get a 2. I bring down my 1. 14 goes into 21 once. 21 minus 14 is 7, so I get 31 7/14. If you're looking at 7/14 and you're thinking, oh my gosh, that's half, make sure you write it as half because 7 can be divided on both of them. Just like that. Part B. Okay, so drag the numbers in the correct order. So basically, they had the problem set up down there for you already. We just need to make sure we get in the right order now. So I have 147 over 2. When we multiply, we're going to flip the 7/3 to 3/7. Then we're going to end up with 31 1/2 here. Okay, and when we had the 441 over 14, we could have simplified that down if you wanted to, but we waited to simplify till the end. If you would have simplified at the beginning, it would have got you 63 over 2. Let's go next. Roy, Joseph, and Caitlin have 3 3/4 pints of frozen yogurt. They each eat the same amount of frozen yogurt. How many pints will each person eat? So there's 3 people, and they have 3 3/4. So it says determine it, but then it tells you that you need to divide. Because there's 3, so we need to divide it equally among those 3 people. So I have 3 3/4. Divided by 3 over 1. 12, 13, 14, 15. So I have 15 over 4 times 1 over 3. 3 goes into 3 once. 3 goes into 15 5 times. So I get 5 over 4, which is 1 1/4. So I get 1 1/4 there. Now, if you can continue down, it says one more person's coming in. So instead of dividing by 3 this time, we're dividing by 4 because we have to share it equally. So when we have a whole number, we put a 1 under it. We're going to get the same improper fraction as we did up there. Division changes to multiplication. We flip it. So I get 15 over 16 on this one. So since I added another person in, I don't get nearly as much. Next. Okay, they showed you what you needed to do here. We have 4 4/5 minus 4 1/2. I know that we're going to change those into 10. It's 2 times 5 is 10. 1 times 5 is 5. 5 times 2 is 10. 4 times 2 is 8. Ooh, this is a 2, not a 4. So 8 minus 5 is 3. 4 minus 2 is 2. We get 2 3/10. Just like that. Our next one, we're going to multiply so we don't have to have a common denominator. We have 4 5/5 times 2 1/2. So we have the same numbers, but we have a different way of doing them. We need to change these into mixed numbers. 24 over 5 times 5 over 2. Our 5s cancel out and they become 1s. 2 goes into 2 once. 2 goes into 24. 12 times. Our answer is 12. So with the same numbers, we get a different answer because we're using a different operation. Okay, our next problem, we're changing it to division this time. So all of these are the same numbers. The signs are just changing. Let me go back. I'm going to go back because I already had them changed into mixed numbers. So I have 24 over 5 divided by 5 over 2. So 24 over 5 times 2 over 5. I get 48 over 25. Now, I'm going to take my 48 over 25. It goes in there once. I get 1 23 over 25. Okay, now I'm going to do subtraction. I'm going to look over at this, addition. I'm going to look up here because I previously did this one with subtraction. So I'm going to take 4 8/10 plus 2 5/10 because I already changed them into a common denominators up there. 4 plus 2 is 6. My denominator is 10. 8 plus 5 is 13. Now let's look at this one right there. Because it is an improper fraction, we need to change it. 10 goes into 13 once. And I get 1 3/10. I'm going to add that 1 into the 6. So I need to add 6 into it. So I get 7 3/10 as my answer. And let's plug that in over here. So 7 3/10. And let's check it out. So all 4 of those problems had the same exact numbers, but we had different operations in them.